reports above 3,46,000 new COVID-19 cases and 2,624 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate drops to 83.949%. And President Ramnath Kovind administers oath of office to 48 Chief Justice of India, Justice Nuthalapati Venkana Ramana. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Afternoon News. I'm KANGUJAM SHELLYRA. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear a mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the news in details. New COVID-19 cases are rising daily in India. Country reported 3,46,786 new COVID-19 cases in the past 24 hours. India's COVID tally stands at 1,66,10,481. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, there are 25,52,940 active cases in India, and death toll stands at 1,89,544, with the addition of 2,624 new COVID deaths. On the positive note, 2,19,838 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 1,38,67,997. India's recovery rate has further declined to 83.49%. Maharashtra has the highest active coronavirus cases of above 6,93,000. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 14,62,76,000 people. Above 31 lakhs people have died, and recoveries are above 12,40,75,000. USA ranks highest with over 68,54,000 active cases, followed by India and Brazil. COVID-19 active cases are surging in the northeast states. Assam ranks highest with 13,942 active cases, followed by Meghalaya with 1,238 active cases and Sikkim with 693. There are 645 active cases of COVID-19 in Tripura, 644 in Mizoram, 590 in Manipur, 457 in Nagaland and 453 in Arunachal Pradesh. Union Home Minister Amit Shah had said that another dedicated 1,200-bed COVID hospital will be set out at Gandhinagar in Gujarat. He was speaking on the sidelines of a visit to a 900-bedded COVID hospital set up by DRDO and Gujarat government at Gujarat University Convention and Exhibition Centre in Ahmedabad today. Amit Shah also inaugurated an oxygen manufacturing plant at Kolawat village in Gandhinagar. Speaking to media, the Union Home Minister said that the upcoming hospital will be set up by DRDO in collaboration with Tata Trust, and it will have 600 ICU beds. He said that Ahmedabad will also have isolation centers, for which Karnavati Club, Rajpath Club, Ahmedabad District Cooperative Bank, Gujarat State Cooperative Bank and Umia Parivar have given their consent. Expenses like primary treatment, medicines and meals will be borne by Gujarat government, while beds and other expenses will be borne by concerned organizations. He said this initiative will be implemented in other parts of the state as well. The Union Home Minister said that a medical consultancy service will be a toll-free number will be launched for home isolated patients. He added that about 50 retired expert doctors will be available for this service, which will be started within 2 days. World Health Organization said over 1 year into the COVID-19 pandemic, about 90% of the countries surveyed still report disruption to the essential health services. A recent WHO survey has found that about 66% of countries continue to report health workforce-related reasons as the most common cause of service disruptions. In nearly 1/3 of countries, supply chains are also still disrupted, affecting the ability of essential medicines, diagnostics and the personal protective equipment (PPE) needed to safely and effectively provide care. More than half of the countries surveyed reported service disruption due to patients not seeking care because of community mistrust and fear of becoming infected, while 43% cited financial challenges as a major cause of disruption. WHO Director General Dr. Tedros Adhanom said that it is encouraging to see that countries are beginning to build back their essential health services, but much remains to be done. He said that the survey highlighted the need to intensify efforts and take additional steps to strengthen services. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on Justice Nuthalapati Venkata taking oath as the 48th Chief Justice of India. Keep watching Impact News.
Miyam da Kanganjaba, Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited ki sister company ama oiriba, Panthoibi Construction Private Limited na paikhat jariba, Real Estate Residential Project Panthoibi Green Homes asigi damak lakliba April 12 da Imphal Hotel da pangthok sagani haina tawjaramba exhibition adu housing leiba ki oirakliba fivam asina maram oiraga supnatagi mamingdagi oina COVID-19 ki SOP ngakcharaga project mafam oiriba Khabam Bamdiada company ki chairman and managing director na Rivan Kaktuna launching ceremony adu pangthok jaragani haiba numit asidagi booking gi damak lengbiraknaba ningsingjari ba Panthoibi Construction Private Limited, a sister company of Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, Taurambam Laikai, Uripok, Imphal.
Office of the Yaifre Group of Finance, Head Office Singmairong near Eastern Motor, Imphal East, May Karamanga English Singani Kunmathoi, Tha Amada Lupa Lesing Marika Hulaga, Hausagadoriba, Lottery come tender Siaw Biraga, Lupa Lak Kungimapu Oibiu, Lucky Draw Fauragana, Lupa Lak Amafang Bigani, Loinana, Atoba Matamda, Ezen Yankisu Pamzai, Ezen Singidamak monthly income, draw timing and Nuntugipung Anini.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Afternoon News. Justice Nuthalapati Venkata took oath as the 48th Chief Justice of India. President Ramnath Kovind administered him the oath of office at a brief ceremony held at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. He succeeded Justice Sarath Arvind Bore, who demitted office yesterday. Justice Ramana will have a tenure of nearly 16 months as the Chief Justice and is due to retire on August 26 next year. Vice President N. Venkaiah Naidu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad, judges of Supreme Court and other several senior officials and are present at the oath-taking ceremony. Born on August 27, 1957 in Ponavaram village of Andhra Pradesh, Krishna district, Justice Ramana was enrolled as an advocate in February 1983. He was appointed as the permanent judge of the Andhra Pradesh High Court in June 2000 and functioned as acting justice of the Andhra Pradesh High Court from March to May 2013. Justice Ramana was elevated as the Chief Justice of Delhi High Court in September 2013 and was elevated as a judge of the Supreme Court on February 2014. NACNIM General Secretary Twingalend Muiva has returned to Camp Hebron in Dimapur from New Delhi. Hebron is the outfit administrative and military headquarters located around 35 kilometers from Dimapur town in Nagaland. Media sources said Muiva, along with some top leaders of the outfit, arrived at Camp Hebron on Thursday. As per reports, the NACNIM leaders and the representatives of the center were supposed to hold another round of dialogue on April 16 in New Delhi. However, due to surge in the COVID-19 cases in the national capital, the talks have been postponed indefinitely. Hence, Muiva will go to Delhi only after the pandemic subsides. National Panchayati Raj Diwas 2021 is being celebrated today. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu today applauded COVID warriors at the local level for rendering enormous service to the citizens during this critical period. He said the nation stands with them. The Vice President said that in a vast country like India, Panchayati Raj institutions are best placed to reach out to the needy and poor in times of crisis like the present one. He said states must strive for augment their 3Fs, funds, functions and functionaries. Venkaiah Naidu said that implementing the provisions of the 73rd and 74th Amendment in letter and spirit can deepen the foundations of democracy in India. The Ministry of Panchayati Raj has tweeted that National Panchayati Raj Day is a unique occasion to recognize and facilitate panchayats for their work towards building an Atmanirbhar Bharat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has welcomed US President Joe Biden for joining the Indian-Swedish Climate Initiative Leadership Group for Industry Transition, Lead IT. The Prime Minister's office tweeted saying, quote unquote, "It will help us meet Paris Agreement goals, strengthen competitiveness and create new sustainable jobs." It may be mentioned that while addressing a virtual summit on climate change on April 22, US President Joe Biden said he is looking forward to working with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in a new partnership to achieve climate and energy goals, making this a core pillar of bilateral cooperation. Earlier this week, India and the United States also announced a US-India Climate and Clean Energy Agenda 2030 partnership to create stronger bilateral cooperation on actions in the current decades to meet the goals of the Paris Agreement. And in sports, just 3 months to go for Olympic, Japan has declared a state of emergency in Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto and Hokkaidо from April 25 after a recent surge in COVID-19 cases. Announcing the emergency till May 11th, Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga said that the emergency is intended to be short and intensive. He said it is to stop people from traveling and spreading the virus during Japan's Golden Week holidays from late April through the first week of May. This is Japan's third state of emergency since the pandemic began and comes after a month of an earlier emergency in the Tokyo area. Amid the worries expressed by experts, the government and Olympic organization have been insisting that the Olympic Games will go ahead in July and August this year. Meanwhile, the Tokyo Motor Show has been cancelled for the first time in its 67-year history due to rising virus cases. The show, which started in 1954 and is usually held every 2 years, had been scheduled in October. Punjab Kings beat Mumbai Indians by 9 wickets in Chennai to end their 3-match losing streak. Put into bat first, Mumbai Indians finished their innings on 131 for 6, with only skipper Rohit Sharma scoring 63. Punjab chase was a major want of skipper Rahul and Mayank Agarwal stitched together a 53-run opening partnership. Another 78 runs stand with Chris Gale, 43 of 35 balls was enough to surpass the required total with 14 balls to be bowled. Rahul remained unbeaten at 60 of 52 balls. Both Punjab and Mumbai have now 2 wins each from 5 outings, with the defending champion placed higher at number 4 in the table due to better net run rate. Today, Rajasthan Royals will face Kolkata Knight Riders at a Wankhede Stadium. Indian boxer Sachin has added an unprecedented 8 goals to the country's historic medal haul at the Youth World Championship in clinch in Poland yesterday, a day after all 70 women swept the top honors in an astonishing performance. The Indian boxer in 56 kg category rallied to defeat Kazakhstan's Yebolot 4-1 in the gritty performance at the championship held under the aegis of International Boxing Federation. On Thursday, Manipur boxers Baby Rosie Sana Chanu in 51 kg category and Thoksom Sanamacha Chanu in 75 kg category, and 5 women boxers namely Gitika Punnam Vinka Arundhati Chaudhary and Alfia Padant back a gold medal each to ensure a perfect finish to the women's campaign. Earlier, Manipur's own Vishwamitra Chongtham, Asian Youth Silver winner Ankit Narwant and Vishal Gupta ended with bronze medal following semi-final losses in the men's draw. India has gathered altogether 11 medals, including 8 gold and 3 bronze, to claim the top spot in overall standings. All Manipur Football Association AMFA has notified that registrations are open for amateur football players for this season. Last date of registration is latest by May 15. Press release from AMFA informed players of all the affiliated units, football clubs and football academies associated with AMFA to upload 2 properly filled up forms of centralized registration system, else warranted they will be seized. Players may obtain further details from the AMFA office in Imphal Polo Ground. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. India reports above 3,46,000 new COVID-19 cases and 2,624 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate drops to 83.49%. And President Ramnath Kovind administered oath of office to 48 Chief Justice of India, Justice Nuthalapati Venkana Ramana. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. For more news, you can follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Have a great afternoon and stay safe.